How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout, the YouTube show where you have a one-stop shop for all the greatest and most relevant information in the cryptocurrency universe. Of course, today I'd like to talk about Cardano and the potential for a Cardano Bullrun. Of course, this is notwithstanding when it comes to the conversation about altcoin season. I see them as linked in a few facets, but of course, I do think that talking about Cardano independently from the rest of the altcoins is a more appropriate approach, and they have a few news articles right here which will help me basically back up my opinions. So of course, without any further ado, remember this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. I'm not your dad, I'm not a financial advisor, and of course these are my opinions. I recommend everybody do your own research, and of course give me a comment down below letting me know what your opinions are. Do you agree with me on these points that we're making, or do you have your own opinion? I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Regardless, 500 developers are descending on the University of Wyoming today to get a first taste of working with Plutus, the latest version of the smart contract designed for use on the Cardano blockchain and launched today. Cardano and Plutus are developed by blockchain engineer startup IOHK. Its CEO, Charles Hoskinson, is hoping for a stampede innovation, interest, and some of the best minds in the industry. In fact, today's event is even called the Wyoming Blockchain Stampede. This is definitely a foreshadow in some respects of the sort of momentum that we could see from all across so many different areas of business. And the thing that's so beautiful about Cardano is that it's not limited to only being a cryptocurrency competitor. It's so much more. It's a reimagining of the old paradigm. Sort of what I love most about Cardano is the fact that it shows us what it will look like. It really does give us a very interesting view into just how many things have the potential to be completely revamped when it comes to incorporating smart contracts. And right now, I mean, this quote right here, we're showing off the latest and greatest of Plutus and we're getting ready for launch. Hobson told the reporters, of course, IOHK, we're so early in the cryptocurrency space right now. I don't think it's possible for people to wrap their minds around. I mean, the average everyday normie who's just paying attention to cryptocurrency from a more, outside of the space perspective, I don't think that it's easy for them to wrap their minds around how much of the average Joe's life is actually going to be changed and incorporated with cryptocurrency. It's not going away. It's only going to get bigger. I mean, currently, with the market cap being at 269, I mean, it's a fraction of where we're going to prospectively see it in the future. Right now, Bitcoin dominance respectively at 67.8%. Top performers at the time making this video, basic attention token up there. I am in fact using the Brave browser to make this video because it works. I mean, that's really the bones of it. Is if it works, it's going to have a place in the future. That's why smart contracts are so interesting. I mean, when we want to talk about the natural progression of how cryptocurrency has come along and brought us to the point we're at right now, I mean, Bitcoin, digital gold, Ethereum, that whole smart contracts evolution side of where we can expect to see cryptocurrency going, and then finally brings us to Cardano, real vision of all of the things that make cryptocurrency a juggernaut in so many different definitions. Very exciting stuff happening. And I want to talk about why European animosity to Facebook won't halt Libra. I know Facebook, all these different things. It's bad taste in my mouth talking about Facebook in a cryptocurrency video, but I guess that's a symptom of the times that we're living in. So, and this article is relevant because it does talk about Cardano blockchain, and I think that you guys should definitely check it out for yourself. Not going to reiterate the entire article, but I do want to focus in on a few key points. Never mind that Germany became the second government in Europe today to formally express its disapproval for Facebook's Libra coin. One of the few things Germany really has going for. I mean, no offense to people who live in Germany. I've been there, and it's kind of a shithole. But I mean, that's all well and good. I mean, no offense. That's just my opinion. But hell, hats off to Germany for their stance against Libra. I do have to agree. I disapprove of Libra as well. And never mind that the French hate it too. Yeah, the French. Anyway, or that crypto industry insider warns of a domino effect in Europe over the coming months. It's still early innings, Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano blockchain and co-founder of Ethereum, said in an interview. I don't think there's any unity in Europe on cryptocurrency policy, he said. Europe is not a hegemony where there's just one universal voice. It's rather a collection of different impartial interests, and sometimes they steer in one direction, sometimes in another. Hodgkinson is credited as the man who introduced the first major cryptocurrency project in Switzerland, where he was briefly CEO of Ethereum in 2014. If you're interested in his history, you're probably well aware of that. He later left the project and found rival crypto Cardano, and now CEO of the startup development, the platform itself, IOHK. So, I mean, that sort of is, I mean, if you want to check that out, definitely it is an interesting read, interesting perspective on where we can expect to see Europe taking its own involvement with cryptocurrency. And I think failure to recognize the opportunity that's presenting itself with cryptocurrency is probably going to be one of the 7 deadly sins of the 21st century. I'm sure that there's plenty of people out there even now watching this video who will not buy Bitcoin, who will not have any cryptocurrency until it's too late, and their kids will be cursing their name because they don't have any crypto. I mean, that's my opinion. Cardano escalation takes the price to 0.051, traders I88 across 0.053. Now it's not really relevant. I mean, the price did go down. I do expect the price of all altcoins. I see altcoins as overvalued right now. If you want my personal opinion, it's not a good time to buy altcoins, especially while we're all sort of waiting on the edge of our seats to see what happens with Bitcoin next. Is it going to drop down to 8,500, or is it going to move up to test the waters at 12,000? Still on the edge of our seats. Nobody really knows their ass from their elbow on the short term, but I can tell you long term that these technologies are being tactically ignored by a large section of the establishment that has their ability to press the little red button on this issue. And I would say that it's like sort of the Warren Buffett opinion on cryptocurrency playing itself all over again. And with one hand, they dangle a cryptocurrency criticism in front of us and get plenty of people to sell. And then with the other, they're buying it up at a cheaper price. And if you're thinking like a whale, then of course you'll be doing what whales do, which is accumulate at cheap prices and hodl. But can Bakkt do anything for Bitcoin at this stage? I think that this is something that comes up all the time. People wondering what the significance of Bakkt is actually going to be, and if it's going to be the Bitcoin savior sort of article that talks about the same general idea. At the press time, Bitcoin is trading at about 10,000. It currently has gone through some very strange behavior over the past 24 hours, falling down 10K to 9.6, only to jump back up again and reach the spot where it stood before. Perhaps the remark that the currency is at a lowest volatility level since May has some truth to it, or maybe it has something to do with the Bakkt. Bakkt is about to emerge. I think that that's also something people are waiting on the edge of their seats to see. But I mean, those are my opinions. I think that the potential for altcoins is a question of when, not a question of if. And I think the altcoins like Cardano will be leading the bulls right at the front of the charge. But that's my opinion. Hope you guys have enjoyed this content. Make sure that you subscribe. And that's all the time we have for now. See you guys next video. Have a good one.